walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. A quote by John Muir, a naturalist. A naturalist is someone who studies many aspects of nature. They are a student of nature. Are you a naturalist? Many artists look to nature for inspiration for their creations. Some artists, like Audubon, record things from the natural world by making detailed observations. Whether it's looking at animal life or getting close and personal with plant life, like Georgia O'Keeffe, or recording and interpreting the beauty of the land as in a landscape, this one by Van Gogh. The natural world is amazingly awesome. I'd like to introduce you to Christopher Marley, a naturalist/artist whose art actually preserves examples of one of the smallest animals, but the largest in number. Do you know what creature in the animal kingdom I'm talking about? Yes, creepy crawlers that some of you get creeped out by, insects. Christopher Marley has traveled the world finding some of the most unusual and beautiful insects. His team finds and stores the various insects at the end of their life cycle, so he doesn't harm the insects. Insects' life cycle is not that long. Marley arranges these real 3D bugs and mounts them under glass to be seen and admired for their beauty. Can you recognize some design principles that Marley has used in his work? Do you see pattern, repetition, balance, as in symmetry, and maybe even the element of space, as in positive and negative space? So the challenge for you this week is an insect/design challenge. So here's one way to get started. Fold a piece of paper, and on the fold, draw half of the shape of your insect's head. Now, if you want to do a real insect, do some additional research and look for pictures or images to go by. Mine are Marchetti bugs. After your head shape, draw a middle shape for your bug's thorax, which would be equal to our chest and lung area. And last, an abdomen, usually the largest shape. This section would be equal to a human stomach to the top of our legs. Cut the outside lines, unfold, and you have a complete insect's body. Why do I suggest drawing on the fold line? Because insects have symmetry, symmetry. Same on each side. Of course, any naturalist like yourself knows insects have 6 legs, symmetrically located on each side of the thorax and abdomen, and likely some antenna to help them sense their surroundings or environment. After you have a few insects cut out, maybe some different sized ones, you can use these as tracers to arrange into a composition of your liking. One option you might like to try are the dodo tricks. Remember, you have different sizes, overlapping, different directions, and off the page. Show your drawn arrangement. This is my composition using the dodo tricks. There are many ways I could have done it, but this is what I ended up with. Add color with the materials you have. I used crowns in a light value of blue for the background, and then I used markers because they're more vibrant and they could show up better. You can choose color schemes or just go with it. Another Christopher Marley type of idea for arranging insects might be to just place them and trace them side by side using repetition. And of course, repetition can create patterns. When I used the tracing side by side, I made sure to touch the top of the paper and started in the middle on the line of symmetry. Then I made the next one line up right next to it, and always touching one of the shapes below and above and to side. As you can see, when I colored this, something really unusual happened that was really a delight. It's not just butterflies anymore. I started to see some lips. So I turned it into lips. And then the little butterflies' fake eyes began to look like eyes. And so I don't know if you see it, but I see a face right in the middle. So by doing a reflection flip when you do things can end up with some interesting results. Hey, I hope that you will take some time to go outside and get inspired, whether it's by our creepy crawly insects and creation in a Christopher Marley type of style, or whether it's just going out and observing the beauty that's out there. As you can see, nature has inspired me throughout the time, and actually this photo, because I do like to work from photos that I take, this photo was with my first digital camera, which allowed me to zoom in really close, and this became an inspiration for a lot of things, including starting to grow things and garden, and eventually the learning garden at Elmont. So go outside, get inspired, create, be the eye and kind, and I'll see you next time. Love ya.